Hey all you spooks and goblins, have I got some fun Halloween Dollar Tree DIYs for you today. It turned out kind of a black and white Halloween episode, and I didn't really know I was going that way, but it turned out great. Sometimes that just happens. This is going to be my last Halloween tutorial this year. I want to start doing some turkeys for Thanksgiving and then moving on into Christmas. So I hope you love these DIYs. Make sure you comment and tell me your favorites. I certainly have mine, and I hope you enjoy it. Let's get started. Hi everybody, I'm Susie, and this is Soozie Stuff. Welcome to Station KDIY, Channel 146. I'm so happy you're here. I would love it if you'd subscribe and then click the bell to be notified when I upload a new episode. If you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. Hey, don't touch that dial. Let's go make some stuff. Eek! We're going to make an Eek Spider frame. I picked up this Eek from Dollar Tree, and I got this 8x10 frame. You can get whatever color that you like because we're going to paint it anyway. And then I have a little print that I found online. You can find any spider that you like. It's super easy to do. Just Google it. And then we're going to use some of the blackboard paint or chalkboard paint. Is that what you call it? Chalkboard paint. And I got it from Dollar Tree as well. It was $1. And I love the coverage. It's beautiful. Now we're going to paint the frame with the Waverly chalk paint, Ivory. This chalk paint you can pick up at Walmart. And, you know, they've been out for a while because everybody's home doing projects. So pick it up when you can. You can also order it. But I love the Waverly. It sure does have good coverage as well. So you can't spray paint this, but I was just in a painting mood today. So we are just going to go and get this thing painted. I did give it 2 coats, and now I'm going to take some of the chalkboard paint, blackboard paint, with my little sponge, and I'm just going to kind of go around to give it that enamel effect, or just kind of a little rustic effect. Now I'm doing the outer part, and I wasn't too sure if I was going to do the inner part, which I actually do later on. You'll see. I was like, should I do the inside? Well, let's see. Wait until I put it in there. So this is my favorite part. I love these Sharpies. They are wonderful. And this Eek is so cute the way it is, but it just needed to pop a little more. So I added the stitching around it using the little Sharpie marker. What do you think? I just think it gives it that little extra something, and it really does make it pop. I love this effect. What do you think? Leave me a comment down below. So now I'm going to trim the spider, and I want him to be sort of to one side because the Eek is going to take up a little space on the frame. And yes, if you watched my last video, I had the frame upside down so I couldn't stand it up. I had to fix it. Yeah. Go back and look. But this time I got it right. I had it situated the right way. So now we're going to throw that in there, and the little spiders to one side. I'm going to close that up, get it all tied up in there. And now we've got the little Eek, and this is where I decided, you know, it needed some more. So I did add it to the inside of that, the frame. And now we're going to hot glue the Eek onto the side. You guys, I love this project. What do you think? I absolutely love the Dollar Tree picture frames. They're so inexpensive, and you can really paint them and create something very high-end. Okay, so that is securely hot glued on there and it is done. I am so excited. Here is the finished product. It is so cute. Oh my goodness, I love it. What do you think? Leave me a comment down below. Click the like button if you like what's happening so far. And here it is in a little display with my bat tree that I did a couple of videos ago. I think it was my very first video. But I hope you enjoyed the Eek Spider Frame. Make yours today. Beware. I'm going to make a little DIY using these mini frames from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to be using a white bandana. It's supposed to be for the ghost. He's going to be kind of an elegant ghost. And then I've got these googly eyes that you can find at the Dollar Tree. I think I need to stop buying them. I have quite a few. You know, I really like the white bandana. It's so pretty. It has so many pretty swirls and prints in it. I never really noticed it that much. I mean, mostly you see the colorful ones, but I thought this would be cool for a little elegant ghost. So we are going to cut little squares, or actually rectangles, to put inside of the frame. Such an easy project to do. Just trace around it, cut it out, and then it's going to fit right in there perfectly. And I'm just going to be making 4 of those. Oh, it's so pretty. You know, it's just kind of pretty, just like it is, for an everyday, like, bathroom or just a little accent piece. So I think they're very pretty. That print is just neat. I love it. So now we're going to hot glue the little googly eyes on there. I kind of struggled with this a little bit because I wanted to use the bigger eyes. They kind of fit, but they were a little big, but I thought this was a more subtle, elegant, ghost looking creature. They're just looking at you. They're very subtle. Don't know, but something's looking at me. I don't know what it is, but they're looking at me. And then we're going to glue all 4 of them together. You know how you have a project kind of in your head, but you're not sure how it's going to turn out? Well, this is one of those projects. I had it in my head. The one thing I really like is I love that it's all one piece, and you know, you can do this with any theme. I'm thinking about doing something like this for Christmas. I think that would be really cool. I've had one of my little beware galvanized signs, and so I put that on there and I added my little buffalo check ribbon. But in the end, and I think you'll see it at the very, very end, I add one of those, the clear, but I actually painted it black, candle holder. So I put that on there, and I think that even gave it a little bit more high-end look. So I hope you enjoyed my elegant ghost mini frames. They sure are cute. They're looking at you. Okay, we are on to the next one, the spooky woodblock scrolls. Now these I've seen other crafters do. I'm using the tumbling box game from Dollar Tree, and then some ribbon I've got at Dollar Tree, and some of the jute twine and the chalkboard paint. Now these are super easy. I want you to think about all the different kinds of projects that you can do with this. There's going to be some Christmas ornaments that you can make with these. I think I'm probably going to do that. You can paint these blocks any color that you want. Even staining them is beautiful. And then all you need is a printer to print out some really cute little sayings or whatever that you want it to be. And just cut those out, and then you just glue one of the blocks on the top and the bottom of them. And I just found some really cute ones online. Just pick out, or you can create your own. Just pick out what you like. The paper that I used was some what do you call it, cardstock, and so that kind of made it a little more heavy duty. And then glue all those together. I actually made 5, but then as you're working, your mind kind of changes and you're like, okay, what else can I do with this? I'm not sure I'm gonna do what I thought I was gonna do. And so I was gonna put some twine on the top of it and just let them, like, you could hang it on a little tree or wherever. But I thought, okay, my mind's going, so I'm gonna use the buffalo check, and I'm going to glue 2 of them on each piece of ribbon. And so as I'm thinking and working and putting this all together, then I'm going to hang it from an old piece of wood that I have out in the yard. It's a perfect little piece, kind of old, kind of creepy, kind of perfect for Halloween. And so now I'm just going to tie these on there. It's going to be a perfect little hanger for a wall hanging. And then I'm going to add some bows here in just a little bit. I'm going to hot glue those on. I didn't mind if it was a little bit crooked. The piece of wood was kind of crazy, so it was okay if it was off just a little bit. Those things don't bother me. So now I'm just making a little shoestring bow and got all those hot glued on, 1, 2, and 3, and they are ready to go. And then I'm just going to make a little hanger for the top. And here it is, all put together, hanging on my wall. I just love all the sayings, right this way, creep it real, and I wish you a happy Halloween. I think it is darling. Give it a try today. It's really easy to make. And for our 4th project, let's put a spell on you. I found this holographic little notebook. It just kind of popped out at me with all the colors shining, and it really shines because I have all the lights on. But it's just a little notebook. It really is cute for a little gift for someone. But I just said, I gotta have the front of that. It's just really cute. And so I pulled it off and just cut it down. I'm using a 5x7 frame, and then I used a sheet of the craft book, the scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby. Those are 25 cents. So I'm just cutting that down, and then I'm going to cut down the scrapbook paper as well to put into the frame. I think this music is perfect. It sounds like a spell kind of music. So we are just getting this put together. I seriously probably could have used or had this project for my 60-second DIY. If you haven't seen my 60-second DIY, look on my channel. It's really fun. It's just 60 seconds to make a cute DIY. So now I've put that all together, popped the back on, and it is done and ready to sit on your countertop anywhere you like. I'll put a spell on you. And here it is sitting up, and I just think it's darling. The colors are cool. It doesn't look so colorful like when you're looking at it without all the lights that I have. But as you move it around, it has really pretty colors. So I hope you enjoyed this really quick I'll put a spell on you picture frame. Don't be too scared. It's an elegant white spider. And if you can't recognize this music, it's the Itsy Bitsy Spider. Ha ha. So I had this old plaque that I didn't use it for a project, and I got it from Dollar Tree. And then I got this little picture frame from Dollar Tree as well. I really liked the buffalo check. I thought it would go perfect. So all I'm doing is just giving this a good makeover here. And I'm gonna let it dry and then hot glue it onto the picture frame. Whoops, dropped it there. And so now I'm going to paint the spider white. It really is kind of creepy. That is a real life looking spider. You could really play a trick on somebody with that. And I'm using Waverly Ivory chalk paint, which covered it really well. Didn't really care about the bottom too much, but I did want to get it in there. And so I'm just covering it with the chalk paint. I gave it 2 coats and it came out really cute. Now I'm just going to glue the black plaque on top and then Little Miss Spider on top. So she came out really cute. I thought it was perfect for a little shelf or even the bathroom. And finally, I'm making a bandana pumpkin. This is my favorite of the ones that I did today because it just seriously came to my head while I was sitting on the floor thinking what I was going to do. I'm using one of the Dollar Tree calendars, the Be Brave calendar. If you can find it, grab it. It has a great pumpkin in it, and there are other little pictures in there for the rest of the year. I'm also grabbed the 11 by 14 frame, and I'm going to be also using some Waverly Ivory paint. I need a white bandana and a black bandana. That white one came from my last project in this episode. And so I'm going to be cutting out the pumpkin. I'm cutting out the words first because I'm not using the whole page. I'm just going to use the pumpkin. So I want to save those words in a later project. And giving this frame a little paint, we're using the Waverly Ivory paint. And I'm just going over it with 1 coat. I don't care if I miss some spots because I am going to go over it with some of the chalkboard paint, just lightly brushing it around the edges to give it that aged look. And so now I'm going to cut out the bandana. I'm using the black one. That's going to be the background of this picture. And I'm using the center of it because I like that pattern. It's the prettiest. And then we're going to take our pumpkin and I'm going to use an Elmer's glue stick to glue it on. I didn't need to Mod Podge it because I am going to put the glass back on top of it. You can use it without the glass, but this time I just wanted to use the glass. I thought it would be pretty. So I'm just using this glue to sort of set it down there and keep it in place for me. And then I'll take the eyes and the nose and the mouth and put the Elmer stick glue on that as well. As I'm sitting here doing this voiceover, I have to laugh. I wanted to do one more project for this episode and I had no idea what I was going to do. I had some things that I was thinking about, but nothing I was real kind of excited about. And I thought, you know, I've never used the Dollar Tree calendar. Well, I used it in my first episode, but I hadn't used it in a while. And I'm like, oh, I need to look at that. And I forgot they had the beautiful pumpkin in the one that says Be Brave calendar. And so I had the leftover bandana that I used on the ghost, little mini ghost picture frames earlier. And it all just kind of came together. And that's what happens sometimes. You don't know what you're going to do until you just kind of try it. So don't be afraid to try things. It may be a flop, but it may not be because this ended up being my favorite DIY today. So I'm popping that all in there and I was just like, oh, I just love this. I hope you're going to be able to make it too. Just go to Dollar Tree and see if you can find that calendar. Those bandanas I got for 97 cents at Walmart. And this just came together perfectly. I love how it came out. And it just looks so cute with all the black and white that I did today that I really didn't plan. It just kind of happened. And it just looks great with everything. Kind of subtle, kind of beautiful, kind of elegant. So I hope you enjoyed all of my black and white unplanned Halloween today. This was a great fun episode to bring to you and I hope you have a great Halloween season. Like I said, this is my last Halloween DIY of the season. I'm going to start working on some turkeys and getting ready for Christmas. So happy Halloween, everybody. Enjoy. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed today. Please subscribe and leave me a comment below to let me know how I'm doing. I'll see you next time on KDIY Channel 146, Soozie's Stuff. Bye, everybody.